Welcome to Derek's World of Motorcycle. The new year is almost upon us, but before consigning this year fully to the past, I'd like to take a look back at my top 5 motorcycle events of the year. Links to the full videos are in the description. Number 5. Rugby Bikefest. It makes a change to be amongst the general public rather than the usual motorcycling suspects. Unfortunately, I couldn't display my Kawasaki H1 on the VJMC stand, so I decided to take part in the riding instead. The H1 isn't the best to ride in a stop-start motorcycle procession, but it was lovely to see how well supported the festival was by the numbers of bikers that attended and the crowds of people that lined the route. Number 4. National Motorcycle Museum Live. I've been closely following Alan Millard's rebuild of the museum's northern nemesis, so I was keen to visit this event to see its unveiling.
There we go, look at that! Fantastic, it looks much worse than it does in the pictures.
However, there was so much else going on, I ended up staying there the whole day. Other highlights included seeing Alan starting his flying Millard.
Yes, yes!
And the engine run of a Honda RC174 replica worth almost £500,000. The event is growing in popularity, and it's amazing, given the current economic climate, that it's still free.
Okay, look, this is Paul. It's nothing to do with me, okay?
Number 3. Cassington Bike Night. The Bike Night is a charity event organised by the Oxfordshire village of Cassington. All money raised goes to supporting the event and local community functions. Motorcyclists from all bike groups turn up, but those on classic machines are allowed centre stage on the village green. This year I rode down on my H1 hoping to see another 69 in the wild. No luck this time. The highlight was seeing and hearing this Halewood replica. Bloody lovely. Number 2. Founders Day. This festival is held at Stanford Hall in Leicestershire and is one of the major UK events in the old bike calendar. The theme for this year was two-stroke motorcycles, so I rode down on my H1 and displayed it as part of the Heart of England VJMC's bike collection. The highlights were the arena displays in the afternoon, especially seeing all the smoky two-strokes going round. I couldn't resist doing a few laps myself, which was great fun, despite my little hiccup. Honourable mentions. Bike for Life, Ride Out and Festival. I'd been meaning to raise money for an air ambulance charity for a while, so after hearing about this event, I decided to tag along. I was amazed at how well supported it was. Motorcyclists are obviously very appreciative of the work that air ambulances do. It's scandalous that they're funded purely from charitable donations. Most of the bikes that took part were modern, but I did spot this nice Yamaha RD400 along the way. I was impressed that Alan Millard rode his flying Millard all the way to the event from his home. None of his bikes gathered dust in his garage.
Absolutely amazing. I'm a bit tired actually. I left home at 5:45 this morning.
Blimey, all right.
165-mile ride up on the Flying Millard with 4 petrol stops.
Huggy's Speed Shop Oldtimer Classic Car and Bike Meet. These events are held at various points during the biking season, which is handy for a fair weather rider like me. It always offers up an eclectic mix of old and new machinery. I enjoy seeing the cars there too, especially when a rarity pops up, like this BMW Isetta limousine.
Quite a few went to America, but they was never introduced here because the Mini had come out then.
It's a very sociable event with lots of distractions, so discipline is often needed to make sure I get around to the nice stuff before it leaves. Number 1. Classic Racing Motorcycle Club Festival. This festival took place at Donington Park Circuit and is a celebration of retro motorcycle racing from the 1960s to the 90s. I rode up on my Kawasaki H2 to display it as part of the VJMC collection. Many of the historic clubs were also there. The absolute highlight was being able to ride my H2 around the circuit in the special parade. It's been a while since my last track day, and although the pace was very leisurely, it was nevertheless exhilarating. Plus it was great to be sharing the track with so many beautiful classic bikes. The grin stayed on my face for ages. So these are my top motorcycle events of the year. But what do you think? Are there any biker events that were memorable for you? Feel free to list them in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a happy new year. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Woo! Thank you.